Hey guys, just wanted to talk to you briefly about what's going on with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin today as we are entering some interesting zones of opportunity. I wanted to do some technical analysis with you guys. But first, before we go any further, please, if you enjoy the content we provide, hit the like button. Also, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to find out when we're putting out more of this content if you are enjoying it. So, right here we have the Bitcoin US dollar chart. I'm over on TradingView taking a look at it, and I have up a couple of my regular favorite indicators here. We have so first we're going to talk about the exponential moving average. We have the 8 EMA, which is the green line here, okay, and then we have the 21 EMA, which is the purple. Now, the way it typically works when looking at this indicator is when the 8 EMA crosses below, when the 8 EMA is below the 21, when the 8 EMA is below the 21, that is a bearish sign. So the 8 EMA again is the green line. As you see, when the 8 EMA up here crosses below the 21, that became a bearish signal, and we had the bearish downward move. Okay, so when the 8 EMA crosses below the green, that's a bearish move. When it crosses above the green, as we see over here, that's a bullish move. Okay, so that's one indicator, the exponential moving average. So just giving you some context of how these things work. Next, we're going to take a look at the MACD. So when the MACD, when the moving average crosses, which is the colored line, crosses above the yellow line is the signal. When the average crosses above the signal, that's a bullish move. As we see in this particular area, we have a combination of the 8 EMA going above, which is bullish, and then we have also the MACD, we have the average going above the signal, that's also bullish. Okay, so those are two bullish things that happened at this particular point in time, which resulted in a rally of Bitcoin that went up. Let's measure it. That went up. If you would have took advantage of this to when it crossed back down, you would have made 42%. Okay, 42% in 45 days on your Bitcoin. And again, the entire market follows Bitcoin. The crypto market follows Bitcoin, so that would have been positive for all of the altcoins as well. So that's just to give you an idea of how those two indicators work. Now, also keep in mind, the more indicators you have that are giving you the signal or giving you information that all agree, the more stronger the buy is, or the more stronger the sell is. So also here, now we're going to take a look at the RSI. Typically, when the RSI is below 30 with Bitcoin, it means it's oversold, which means it's kind of hit a price floor. And so as you see here, we're at around 30, 35, and that means we were oversold with Bitcoin, which means that we're due for a bounce. And so we did get that bounce in the form of the crossing of the moving average, the moving average above the signal, as well as the exponential moving average, the 8 EMA going above. So all this kind of aligned and shows that there was three indicators that were showing a bearish scenario turning into bullish, and we had a 42% pump as a result. So I just wanted to show you what happened previously. So let's take a look at where we are now. Right now we're in a very interesting place. So let's look at the 8 EMA now. As you see, it was coming down. We've been in a bearish situation, bearish. And now we're coming to a place where the 8 EMA is about to cross over the 21, which is potentially going to be good. If that happens, that could potentially be good. But we aren't there yet. So it's just something to keep in mind, right? So I wouldn't make any moves off of that. However, also we do have with the MACD, we do have the moving average crossing above the signal. It's crossing above the signal. So this is a bullish sign as well, all right? And we're also coming off of a low of Bitcoin with the RSI at 30. Again, 30 usually is when it's oversold, right? So we're coming off of that as well, and we've moved up into this area, which is positive. So we're coming off of oversold Bitcoin. We have the moving average crossing above the signal. And also, what's to note here, in order for this to, what's really bullish about this is we have, this is the daily chart, by the way. We have a single candle that closed above both of the moving averages, both the 8 EMA and the 21. Okay, so that's super bullish. If a candle closes above both of the averages, okay, that is a potential short-term buy signal. Okay, but the real opportunity is if that happens twice, which we kind of have happening here twice, and the 8 EMA actually does cross above the 21, which we aren't there yet. We are not there yet. So I say all this to say, from a technical analysis perspective, it's looking kind of positive, okay? Now, with that said, we do have a lot of turmoil going on in the regular market. So if we look at the S&P, we do have some positive indicators. We do have the MACD crossing above the signal, which is positive. However, we don't have any indication that we're going to get the 8 EMA crossing above the 21 EMA. We don't have any indication. The green line is going to cross above the purple line. Okay, so that's something to consider, because right now the S&P and the equity markets are moving Bitcoin, it's moving the market, and that the turmoil that's there is impacting everything else. So this is what makes, even though we see some potential bullish activity with Bitcoin here, and even if we do get a cross, which looks like we're peeking out a little bit of a cross on the daily, we may have some issues with the larger market. Now, a better time frame to also look at is the weekly. Now, if we look at the weekly, now we see here is we have not, we're very far apart on the 8 EMA as well as the 21 EMA. The weekly and the daily is definitely the better time frame to look at over an hourly or a minute chart if you're doing long-term swing trades. But the weekly is also a really good chart too, because the larger time frames, when you look at those give you a better indication of the overall direction of the market. The daily and the weekly is what you want to kind of look at, and the monthly. But as you see here on this weekly time frame, the 8 EMA is nowhere near crossing. Okay, as you see here, the 8 EMA here crossed below on the weekly time frame. The 8 EMA crossed below the 21, and subsequently we've had these bearish conditions. So because of the activity on the weekly time frame, this also would give me some type of trepidation to not want to re-enter the market based upon what we're seeing on the daily, potential activity on the daily with the 8 EMA crossing, which it looks positive on the daily, with the MACD moving average crossing above the signal, which looks positive on the daily. Okay, so all those look good on the daily, but they don't look that good on the weekly. As you see on the weekly, the MACD is crossing below. We're still below the signal on the weekly, so that's not good. That's still a bearish signal. So I say all that to say, you keep on looking at the charts. It's, even though we're looking at what feels like some bullish stuff activity right now, I wouldn't take it as an opportunity to move in on the market, because the weekly is not corresponding with that information. And again, the larger market, the equity market, the S&P 500 is also not in alignment with a bullish breakout at this point. So that's my analysis of the markets right now. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you guys think. If this is if you agree, if you disagree, if you think I'm way off, you think I'm crazy. All information is welcomed. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much again, guys. Please, if you enjoy this content and if this helps you out, please hit the like button. Also, please hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you can find out more videos like this when we put them out. Thank you so much, guys. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Hey guys, don't forget to please hit the like button and the subscribe button on this. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, hit us up at studycrypto@gmail.com for walkthroughs and any assistance. All right, peace.